Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Kylie Cosmetics 2019 summer collection. So this collection is so colorful this time out, and I don't know, I just feel like there's so many different awesome makeup looks that you can create with this collection. So I can't wait to show it to you guys and kind of test it all out because it just looks very different, I think, than other Kylie Cosmetics collections. So I'm just going to start out by showing you guys some of these products in the collection, and then I'm going to create an eye look for you guys. So first thing I have here is, I'll just talk about the packaging real quick. Kylie packaging this time out is peachy colored, and it has kind of like this coral look on it. This is for the eyeshadow palette. And Kylie also has these shimmer eye glazes in the collection. There are 4 of them in this collection. Same peachy light pink colored packaging, but this one has little starfish on it. And she also has new formulas of lip product out called lip blushes, so I'm very excited to try this out. Same packaging, just little seashells on it. So this is the eyeshadow palette in its packaging. It's just very sleek and it's pretty small. It's the same size as the Momager palette, if any of you guys have that. This is from the collab Kylie did with Kris Jenner, her mom, and this is what the palette looks like. It's so colorful, and the blues and the greens. There's a good combination of shimmers and mattes. I really like that Kylie always does do that. She always has a nice variety of matte shades, because when you have this many colorful colors, you kind of do need some sort of transition to start out with. The eye glazes have this white cap on them. I have 2 of them right here. This is the shade Night Swim. These are absolutely stunning colors. I'll insert a swatch so that you guys can really see what they look like. I mean, the color payoff is amazing, and they're just so pigmented without applying a lot of product. So I was extremely impressed with these. I do some swatches on my Instagram story, so that's where those are from. And this is the shade Aqua Mama. This blue is just gorgeous. Like, I've never seen a color like this ever. It's like a bluish color, and it has like gold shimmers in it, so it's really so pretty. When you swatch it, you can definitely see how reflective and pigmented it is. I'll go over the lip product when we get to that point, but let's get started with this eye look. I think there are like so many looks that you can create with this one little palette. I'm just like really impressed with the colors, and I was kind of like swatching some of them earlier, and they just look so pretty. The shade Seashell Kisses, I'll just do a quick swatch of that. This formula just feels so creamy, and it's very different, and you guys can see it's like such a pretty metallic shade. I'm just going to start out by applying a concealer on my lids to kind of act as a primer. I'll pat that with my beauty blender. So I'm going to start out by going into the shade Hook You In, which I think is the lightest transition in the palette. I'm just going to lightly lay that in the crease here, just to help set it a little bit and build a bit of a transition. Now I'm going in with this blending brush. I'm going to add the shade My Treasure, which is of course another matte, because I just want to build up these shades first. I'm going to add right into the outer corner of my crease. Lightly bring it down and lightly bring it in, but not all the way. I just want it to be very soft. It just helps to add more dimension to the eye. Now I'm going to add the shade Welcome Aboard, and I'm just going to add this right into the inner half of my crease to add a lighter transition on that part of my eye, and just really blend that out. So now I'm using this really dense crease brush, and I'm adding the shade Mermaid Mama, which is such a pretty purple shade. Do a little swatch for you guys real quick. You can see how pigmented that is on my finger. As you can see, those transition shades blend in really nicely, and now I'm just going to add this purple color to the very outer corner of my crease and just start to kind of build this up a little. Like, you can see how pretty this color is. I am going to bring that down just a little bit on the outer corner, blending pretty much seamlessly with the transition. I mean, you can see how softly and how nice this looks right now. So now that that color has been applied, I'm going to go back in with my concealer and just add some of this to redefine my crease. Just to lightly set that, I want to just go into the shade Hook You In, because that's a very neutral shade, and just lightly apply that. This isn't really for color or anything like that. It's just to really set the concealer so that it doesn't transfer onto the crease. Next, I'm going to go into the new shimmer eye glazes, and this is in the shade Aqua Mama, and this, like I said, this shade is gorgeous. I absolutely had to try this shade out. That's what I'm going to use for this eye look, and I don't know if I should just use my finger or a brush for this. I'm just going to try it with this eyeshadow brush. This is just a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to just try to use that. By using a brush, I'll be able to get closer to my crease than I will be with my finger, so I'm just going to try this and see how it works. Whoa, do you see how pigmented? Can we just take a second? This is so pretty, like wow. But I'm just using the brush to follow along my crease and sort of slowly fill it in. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous, this color. Like, wow. The pigmentation is insane. So I'm going to go into the shade Seashell Kisses, which is that gold shade from before. Oh, I also want to mention that that blue, even though it's so shimmery, has no fallout. I didn't wipe anything off. There's zero fallout. So that's a really good formula. But anyway, I'm going to just go into that shade and tap this on the center of my lids. I think that it'll help to bring out the gold that's in the blue, and I think it'll just look really nice on the center of my lids. Doing it on the edge of the purple and the blue. Just lightly tapped that, and then I'm using a blending brush and going back into the shade Mermaid Mama, which is the purple, and very lightly, just I'm going to lightly blend on the outer corner of my crease, and kind of any little pieces of glitter or anything that might have gotten on that area of the eye, just kind of dusting that off. Going in with this pencil brush, I'm going to add the shade Sea Pearl and pop that on my inner corners, go onto my brow bone, and now using the shade Night Swim, which is another cream shadow, I'm going to use the same pencil brush and pop some of this onto my inner corners, because I think it'll add a nice shimmer to the inner corners. Sort of adding just a little bit of that to the inner part of my lower lash line. I'm going to use a flatter eyeshadow brush in the shade The Pacific, which is this. I'm just going to add this to my lower lash line, and I'm really only going to focus this on the inner half and kind of try to match my lids on my lower lash line. And now I'm going back into that purple color, and I'm just going to add this to the outer corner of my lower lash line. I'm just going to add some lashes and mascara, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to add this pencil liner before I add my mascara and line the inner corner of my eye to blend in the lash band, because I always feel like I need to do that. And now I'm using this white pencil liner from NYX, and I'm just going to line my waterline. So it'll really make the eyes pop. For highlighter today, I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics Loose Highlighting Powder in the shade Santorini. I'm just going to add this as my highlighter for today, and you can see that this highlighter will definitely give you a summer glow. So now I'm going to try out this new Kylie Cosmetics lip product. So these are lip blushes, and this one that I have right here is in the shade Bikini Bod. So this is what I'm going to be using today. The tube, like this white part, is actually has like a pearl iridescent kind of shade to it. I don't even know if that can pick up on camera, but that's what it looks like. So this is the shade. My first thoughts of this, it's just kind of like a sheerer version of a matte liquid lipstick. So I'm excited to see how it applies. I think it'll probably be a lighter formula than a matte liquid lip, which can be a little heavier on the lips. So let's try it out. Well, I love this color. So to me so far, it's kind of more like a lip tint. I want to let it sit a little bit and see if it dries at all, or if it can transfer, or if it stays on like a matte lid. So I'm gonna wait and see, and I'll let you guys know. So this is the shade after a few minutes. So I think that it doesn't dry like a matte lipstick would. It's a much more comfortable formula. It does not crease like a matte lipstick would. Super comfortable, so I really kind of do like this formula, but like I'm gonna try and like, you know, see if it transfers so that you guys can see for yourself. So I'm just blotting all of it. Okay, that's what came off. Like, so like not that much came off actually, just after patting it. I think it made it actually kind of mattified it a little bit more. Like, I mean, it transfers a little bit, you guys can see, but you wouldn't really be able to tell on the lips. So that's actually pretty good. I actually like this formula. This shade I think is a little bit too pink with these eyes, so I'm going to just add the shade Birthday Suit. This is a matte liquid lipstick from Kylie Cosmetics. Just going to lightly apply this to just make it a little bit less pink. But I do really like the formula of that new lip product. I'm just adding this because I don't think it matches the eyes very well. Alright, so this is the finished look. So I really like this collection. I think that if you are looking for a super fun color combination in a palette and you want to try out some of these colors, then I definitely think that you should go check this out. I will leave a link to this collection down below in the description box. All these shades are really wearable except for maybe these two, but you can easily add those as kind of like a pop of color on the lower lash line or a little bit to your lids for some added color, and then this will be your perfect summer palette. Shimmer eye glazes, I absolutely love these so much. These actually might be some of my favorites in the collection. There's super wearable colors available, and along with this bright blue if you want to add some more fun summer colors to your makeup look. But I definitely think that they're worth. If you're interested in the new lip blushes, I really like the formula. I showed you guys how they transfer. They don't really transfer very much, so I think that they'll actually last a while on your lips, but they also don't crease as much as a matte lip product would. So that's really nice, and I actually really like this formula, so I'm probably going to be using this a lot, especially for the summer because it's a little bit of a lighter product. I also have an entire Kylie Cosmetics playlist where I've reviewed a bunch of her products, so if you're interested, go check it out. I'll link the playlist down below in the description. She's also putting more and more products at Ulta, so I will leave a link to those videos down below as well. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell button when you subscribe. It's right next to it to turn on your post notifications so you're notified when I upload every single new video. I upload a new video every week, so be sure to go check out last week's video if any of you are gonna maybe get them, especially now that they'll be a little bit more accessible. You guys can also find me on Instagram and Snapchat at Victoria Costanz and on Twitter at Vic Costanz, so make sure you go follow me on there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!